Hey guys, so it is Monday night, but you guys will be seeing this later on, and tonight we actually have a guest speaker. I'm going to put it so we're next to each other now, Vanessa. And we're going to chat tonight about free 5-day groups. You guys know that Vanessa rocks it. She's in Team Iron Edge. I'll give a little bit of a background on her first. So I was able to meet Vanessa in California in, March? Finally in March. And she's been on the team for well over a year. And she is not Carly's personally sponsored coach. She is Carrie Borden. And actually, Carrie signed up right when I signed up, right about then. So Vanessa's been around for a while too. And she has had so much success with the 5-day groups. You guys know we do them as a team. I don't know if, Vanessa, do you guys do yours as a team or not?
Yeah.
Okay. So we do ours as a team too, and but Vanessa seriously blows them out of this world. It's like unreal. The amount of people she has in these groups, they're usually over 100 people she has in them, and she really rocks it. And then from there, she's going to talk about how she makes these contacts and then turn them into challengers. That's our end goal. We want to help people with the challenge track, because a 5-day group, let's be real, it's nice to invite to a free group because it's easy. But it's not the total solution. It's hard for people to get started and stay on track for 5 days with just a meal plan. Getting them, the challenge track with Shakeology and a program and our support for over 30 days and beyond, that's seriously going to be the simple solution. It's going to be the total solution. So I'm going to give a little more of a background. Vanessa is a diamond coach. She also works her husband's account. So not only does she get herself to Success Club, usually 10 or above every month, she gets her husband to Success Club 5+. Sometimes last month was 10, I know that. And she just really rocks it. So I'm so excited to hear her speak. And Vanessa, I'll turn it over to you if you want to, give a little bit of background of your story, maybe how you got started or how you met Carrie. I don't know.
Okay. Yes, I will. Okay. Hello, guys. I'm so glad that Sarah invited me to be your host tonight and tell you about my story. Yes, I started it's been about 18 months ago. I was trying to lose baby weight because I'd, had my second child. I was going to the gym. I was paying for a trainer. With my schedule, I'm a full-time pharmacist, and I have crazy hours. So I was only able to get to the gym maybe like 3 days every 2 weeks because of my schedule. But I was paying for a trainer. I was trying to do things at home. I have a treadmill, all that kind of stuff. Eating, counting my calories, eating lean cuisines because that's what I thought was healthy. That's what we do. We count calories, and as long as you don't eat over 1,200 calories a day, you're okay, right? So that's what I was thinking. I was trying to do that, and I actually succeeded with that after my first child, and so I was going to do it again. Well, I don't know what happened. Probably I had aged a little bit, and I hit a plateau, and I just could not get it off. And so in the meantime, Carrie is one of my friends from pharmacy school. So we met in pharmacy school. We were basically like 3 years apart in pharmacy school. I was ahead of her. And so we met, and we've stayed in touch the whole time. And I started seeing her post on her Facebook about this, and just like we post now. And I was like, I told Adam, I was like, have you seen Carrie's post? Like, what is she doing? And he was like, yeah, I don't know. What's Adam's my husband, by the way. And so Carrie may have messaged me at some point, and I was like, she told me what she was doing. I had already actually known about Shakeology for about 2 years. There was another coach, Michelle Myers, back in my hometown that had talked to me about Shakeology, and I was like, no, it's too expensive. I can't do that. Whatever. And anyway, Carrie finally talked me into it. She was like, Vanessa, it's seriously $4 a day. You can do $4 a day.
Cheaper than a lean cuisine.
Yeah, for real. And I was like, okay, I'll try this. And I was like, what's the cheapest deal that I can get? Because I'm just a cheapskate sometimes. And I was like, what's the cheapest thing? I'm going to do this, get this baby weight off, and I'm done. And that's what I told her. And she was like, okay, well, you can sign up as a discount coach, and that will be the cheapest way for you to do it. So I did. I didn't care. I didn't know what a coach was. I didn't know what a discount coach was, anything. I just wanted the cheapest amount. And so I signed that up, and then she kept talking to me. I got into her challenge group. I was like, wow, this is really fun, connecting with other people. And as some of you may know, like working full-time job, having kids, like you don't hang out with people. You just don't have time for that, And so that was kind of like my friend. They became my friends. And so I really enjoyed the challenge group. And she was like, I'm very money like oriented. Like you give me a goal and I'm going for it. So she probably knew that about me. And she said, if you get 3 customers, you will pay for your Shakeology. And I was like, what? Like, okay, I'm going for that. So I did. And so really, it was just like she just kept feeding me a little bit. And I finally jumped in full force. And I've been going, 90 miles an hour the whole time. So that's a little bit about me. I really just signed up for that discount, and I wanted that Shakeology. Back to my story as far as my transformation, I did blow through my plateau. I really didn't have a lot to lose. I think I lost about 20 pounds in about 50 days, something like that. But I felt amazing, and that was the difference. Like, I remember Hannah, which was she was my oldest. She still is my oldest, but
that's something I say.
Yeah, at the time, I remember her, before I did all this, I remember her saying, Mommy, why do you sleep all the time? Like, I seriously was so tired because I was not feeding myself properly. I was not exercising. And so that just sticks in my head that I tell a lot of people, because now I can't even take a nap because I have so much energy from like exercising and the food that I'm feeding myself. So I'm totally a believer, and I've seen this over and over. If you can get somebody believing in these products, they will be with you for life.
That's so true.
And it's just getting them started. And like I had this is totally off.
No, totally fine. I'm loving it. Yeah. Keep at it.
I had this lady like reach out to me. She's actually a discount coach. We did sign her up as a discount coach, but she contacted me the other day, and she was like, I think I'm kind of ready to see what I can do to, make money on this. And I was like, really? What? Like, I hadn't even really reached out to her. I reached out to her for the discount coaching, but I didn't think she's kind of older, I think. But anyway, she's a nurse practitioner. She's very busy. And so she reached out to me, and she was like, you have helped change my life. She was like, I used to drink 9 Cokes a day.
Oh my goodness.
Can you imagine? And like, just terrible eating. And she has gotten rid of all of that. And she's lost like 25 or 30 pounds, and she feels awesome, and she wants to pay it forward. So
awesome.
Side note, that's just a side note, but,
yeah, you never know. That's the thing. And I feel like sometimes when you're like plowing along, when you're going 90 miles an hour, like I am too, it's sometimes hard to remember. Sometimes, this business, it's like, sometimes we feel like maybe we aren't changing any lives. Maybe because we didn't get this response back, asking someone how they're doing, maybe we aren't doing enough. Maybe we need to do more. But the thing is, you don't know how many lives you've impacted, or, you changed that girl's life. And I had people comment on my photo today I posted on Facebook. They were like, you're an amazing coach. And these are people that have just been in my 5-day group. And I'm like, they notice, you know what I mean? Like, you matter to everyone. So I love how you said that. Sorry, I didn't mean to stop you.
Well, and going back to what your comment is, it's just like, you tell yourself.
Yes.
Nobody else is looking. I tell myself, I'm like, no one is watching me.
Mm-hmm.
No one cares about what I'm posting. But then you have messages come like later, and they
make me cry. We're both criers, guys.
Yeah, they do matter. And I don't know. I just, every time I feel like I get down or whatever, I get a message that totally picks me back up, and it reminds me of why I'm doing this. And so
so true. I love that. I actually just had that happen today, and Carly told me one day, screenshot those messages, you guys, because you're changing lives. And if you haven't gotten a message yet, maybe you haven't talked to enough people. Simple as that.
So on to our 5-day group.
Yes,
yes. I remember back a long time ago when Carly was teaching us and going through Rock the Basics and Diamond Push and all that kind of thing, I remember her saying, free groups are a must every single month. Mm-hmm. And so I don't know what y'all do, but I remember her saying start the first week of the month with a free 5-day group. And that's what I do. I've seen lots of variations on what people do, and I haven't changed mine yet. Maybe I will, because I feel like everything's
working.
It's working, but you know how they said on the team call, you always are changing things. So that's what we do. I set it up for my team. I do recruit a lot, but my team has been really helping too. So eventually they probably will want to do their own. But in the beginning I was like, oh, this is too big. Like, I don't know how it's going to work out. But the bigger, the better, I feel like, because, sometimes they feel like they're a flop or people aren't participating or whatever. And if you have a big group, you're going to have enough people to participate. So anyway, I usually start off the 5-day groups the first of the month every single month. And so I'm already thinking right now for September, how I'm going to promote, whatever. So typically in way back, like months and months ago, before I got to the part where I'm actually making money now. So I actually do ads. So I'll get into that in a minute. But before that, I was hitting, and I still do this, but I was hitting up every trade group that I could do this in, because a lot of them have roles.
Yeah.
And I was hitting those up. And that is how I was getting a ton of people, because everybody loves free things, right? And so that for so long is how I did it. And that's what I get my coaches to do. And I teach them to do that, because I never, ever, ever want anyone, want them to do ads or anything like that until they're actually making money. So I suggest for you to, wherever you live, look for these trading groups. Some of them have rules that say no advertising or whatever. But I feel like with the free groups,
I feel like you can do them.
You can do them, and get by with it, because I've kind of been like, okay, I'm going to post, and they didn't delete it. So
sometimes if you do a disclaimer at the bottom, I've done this many times, and I write like in asterisks, and I say, sorry if admin, if you don't want this or something, please take it down. Like, yeah, something like that. So you don't want to take it out.
Free group, it's just like, she's not selling anything, so it's free. So did that for many, many, many months. I feel like I need to reach out and find more groups, honestly, for myself, because I kind of got to the point where all the groups in my area, probably I've hit everybody. But I still do post in there.
Good. That's awesome. And are they ones just in your area? That's what I meant to ask you. Or did you branch out a little?
Most of them are in my area. I have a lot that are around here. I don't know. I think it's like suburbs and cities and,
look into those. There's not many around where we live. And some of us, those of us in Boston. Other places, there's tons. I know, like, Tennessee, there's a ton.
Okay, so this is
South, maybe?
Sammy, is it Sammy Sco?
Yes.
How did you say her name?
Sco, yeah.
Okay, so I haven't told her this, but she has found a group that is in my area. And she's not even close to here, right?
Really? Yeah, no, she's not. She's in New York or New Jersey.
Yeah. So it's funny because I'm like, wonder how she found this group. But anyway, I saw her posting it the other day. But and that's awesome. Like, I think
Teresa told us to do that.
Yeah. So I recommend too, just looking into cities.
Check it out.
And just trying to figure out. I've done Atlanta. I've done Chattanooga. Just things around the South. I don't know anything about the West or anything like that. So I don't know any places. I'd have to get a map or something. But anyway, or Google it.
Google, yes.
So anyway, I suggest that you try to get into the trading groups, because they're awesome for that. You may have somebody post on there, how is this free? Like, what's the catch or whatever. And I've had that before. But it is free. You're giving them the meal plan. You're giving them the grocery list. And I know y'all do the sugar detox thing, and which is great too. So definitely look into those. Now that I've kind of hit a lot of groups and I need to find more, I've just been really using my Facebook like page to do Facebook ads. And so it's been really helpful. So that's where the past, 4 or so months I've been getting at least 60 or 70 for myself.
Awesome.
And then the other people, my team brings the other people. Now, so I run the 5 days. I'm popping in with a post 3 times a day. So
and are you scheduling them because you're busy?
I am scheduling them. I
do the same. Okay.
It's bad because I'm like, oh yeah, I got a free group. I need to get in there.
Yes.
That's the only downside about scheduling is you just forget to go in there sometimes when you're so busy. But
oh yes.
I schedule one like in the morning around like 6 or 5 because I have some people that are on the East Coast and all that. So schedule one at about 5, and then around 6 comes the post your picture of your meal today or your food today, not just your meals, but like they can post all under that, like stuff that they ate that day. And then later on, there's a recap in the evening. So that's kind of every day. And then I like to pop in with a video of me with tips along the way through the week.
I like that.
Now, I don't do it every day, but at least like I think I did like a tip Tuesday and then maybe something Wednesday. So at least 2 times I like to pop in. And then on Thursday, I pop in with a video and basically saying, okay, what's next? The party doesn't stop here. And then I'll talk about like our challenge groups, our 21-day challenge groups. I don't give too much information because I don't want to scare them away, and I want them to reach out to the person that invited them. So I do, I give little bits of information about it. So, but that's their initial invite to our 21-day challenge group. And then from then on, it is my responsibility or my coach's responsibility to reach out to every single person that was in the group. And I'll tell you, like, some people don't respond, or they didn't participate that week, and they'll say, I'm sorry, I didn't really participate, but I thank you, or whatever. So, I've heard a lot of things from other coaches in our team that's like, I really hate free groups because no one participates, whatever. I have gotten, y'all, I know everyone thinks that I rock these, but there was a time that I let some people be like a fly on the wall in my group, and it was a kind of a flop that week, and I was like, God, now this is awful. But, it's just like a hit or miss.
It really depends on how many people, I find, too. The bigger, the better.
Yeah, really, the bigger, the better, just because you're going to have people in there, and they feed off of each other. When they see other people doing it, that's when they're like, oh, I want to do it too. Like, they're having fun, I want to have fun. And it's pretty cool by the end, because I like really don't want it to end, because it's just been fun with these people, and then it ends, and then I hope they get my challenge group. But anyway, so basically, we start chatting behind the scenes. Also, I will note, like I tell my coaches, I try to not really pop in, but privately message the ones that are actively participating through that week that are my people. Just talking with them, telling them great job, how are they liking the meals, that kind of thing. Just some behind the scene talks. And so I do that as well during the week. And that way it's not as awkward for me to just be like, hey,
how was the group?
Yeah. So we've already been talking throughout the week. So, and that's a good thing, because a lot of times with these people that I get from ads and people from trading groups, like, you don't know them. So it's kind of hard to just form.
Yeah. I never thought of that.
Yeah. So like, that's why the free groups are just so good to get people into, because then they see you, they see your face. And
adding them on Facebook so they see all your posts. That's an important posting. I know some of my coaches, they say they're posting, but they're not, because they see them. So make sure you're posting, guys, because if you add them as a friend on Facebook and they don't see your post, they're going to be like, who's this girl? Who's this coach or guy?
That's my next point in my, some of these people don't sign up with me the first time, but they keep seeing my stuff because I'm consistent about my posts, and they start liking my stuff. I'm going to their pages and liking their stuff and commenting on their stuff, and eventually they do come around. So my point is just because your free group may be a flop, or you may not get anybody that for that next challenge that you're going to do, you never know what's going to happen in months to come, because I'm with these ads for sure, and with the trading groups too. Like, I was adding and currently adding at least 50 new people or more to my contact list every month. And that's people all over the United States or whatever. So when I look through my Facebook friends, like, I'm constantly like, who is that? Where did I meet her? Like, and
that happens to me often. So contact list, guys.
Yeah. And so just because they don't work or your clean eating group doesn't work, like, it's planted a seed, and they will come around eventually. It could be a year, it could be 6 months, whatever. Yeah. So that's really all. I mean, that's
I love it. I actually just told my team that I had someone. Oh, yeah, and I told your team. I had someone come around after 2 years.
Wow.
So after they were in a clean eating group, and I would invite them every month. I would get ignored. I would talk to them, get ignored, and it doesn't matter. People just want to know you care. So even if you take the focus off the clean eating group and just simply ask how their day is going, how their summer's going, if you see they went on vacation, ask them about their vacation. You aren't being creepy. People like to be asked about themselves. Honestly, you like to be talking about yourself. It's true.
It does feel weird, though.
It does, yes.
Like, okay, they probably think I'm just crazy. Whatever. Like, I sent someone a happy birthday messages, how we send out happy birthday messages. And so I did that today. And I haven't talked to this lady in like over 10 years.
Yeah.
And we just had a conversation. I didn't bring up Beachbody.
Yeah.
But I may in the future. But I know it wasn't the right time. It wasn't the time for me to say happy birthday and then get right on to Beachbody.
Yeah, no, I love how you just said that. And that's something I want you guys to know, you know what I mean? It's so true that it doesn't have to be an all-for-one message. It shouldn't be, honestly. Just simply talking to them, saying happy birthday. There you go. That's a new conversation for the day. It's a new contact for the day you talk to. So I love that, Vanessa. Thank you so much for sharing. And I'm trying to think if I have any questions. I know you do great. So, guys, Vanessa does these groups consistently. She's been doing them for how many months? Like,
I don't know.
When did you rock the basics? Did I help lead that group?
I started probably January 2014, and I got kicked out. So
never do that.
I did not participate, and Carly kicked me out. And I tell that story all the time.
I love it.
I'll probably tell it. I'm speaking on the Rock the Basics next week, and so about this very same subject, and I'll probably tell that to them too. But yeah, I didn't take it seriously. I was just like, I don't have the time for this. I'm full-time job, 2 kids, take care of this house and cleaning and laundry and all this stuff, and I didn't have time. And so I kept asking Carrie all these questions, and I was selling challenge packs. I mean, I was doing that, but Carrie was like, you've got to do Rock the Basics. You've got to you just got to do it.
And I love that. Carrie never gives up on her coaches ever, guys.
And
feed them information.
I finally was like, okay, I'm going to fit it in. It may be 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. It may be early in the morning. It may be right in the middle of the day. Whatever it was, I did it. And so, yeah, and I could have been a month ahead of where I am now if I would have done it in January. But so what your question was, that was like, I probably didn't really start doing them really consistently until around the Diamond Push that we did last summer.
Okay.
Not this past summer.
About a year.
Yeah, so definitely a year.
Gotcha. I love that. No, I really love that. And I love how you were saying that, it doesn't matter if you are not successful in your first round. Vanessa was saying, in Rock the Basics, how she got kicked out. What if she gave up then? How many lives would she not have changed? would she still be, drinking Shakeology with her workouts now or not? I want you guys to, think of that. So thank you so much for Vanessa for coming on the call. I'm so excited for them to hear this. And also, I remember during the Diamond Retreat when I met them in March, I met a bunch of the Diamonds, and I remember seeing Vanessa and her telling me her work schedule and Kirsten, was juggling so many different hats. And I thought to myself, if they can do it, I can do it. And that's been literally what I've been saying to myself every day. And so I've never told them that, but that's something that I say to myself every day. So guys, you just don't give up on this business. If you were on the call that Chelsea Pearson just did for Iron Edge, just know that if you just keep not giving up for long enough, you will be successful. So just keep chugging along, guys. So that's all for now. Thank you, Vanessa.
All right, thanks.